Hey guys, Joe here from the Bump Boys with Dirty Dan. Today, couple topics. Bray Wyatt teaser. I don't know. I haven't been feeling it, but I know Dan has it. We're gonna have a
Yeah.
little bit debate on this show. Tune in.
It's the Bump Boys, bitch, you better bow down. Crowd just wanna hear the show, start the countdown. Don't be messing around, we ain't chasing no clout. Better shut your ass up before we put your ass down. Might get lumped up, taking verbal bumps, chump. We don't ever bite tongues, always keeping it a buck. Dan, Joe, and Will, they gon' change the game. Bump Boys podcast, it'll melt your brain. Y'all don't wanna see the flame, so don't spark the match. We like rookie Kurt Angle, make your ankle snap. Three amigos like Eddie, but don't lie to steal. Only cheat when we gotta, but to win we will. Mike skills like Dusty, but go hard like Brock. I'm a stunner like Austin, dropping elbows like Mach. Y'all don't wanna see the finish, cause it's us on top. 1, 2, 3, get the V and get a warrior pop. Yo!
What's up, guys? Again, Joe here from the Bump Boys, and today we have a couple things we need to talk about, Danny. So, one of the things we talked about discussing was me and you having a disagreement on the White Rabbit. What's it called? Vigilance or
They're like
Vigilance?
they're like QR codes. They're like creepy QR codes. Let me explain it a little bit. So a couple weeks ago, I think like 3 or 4 weeks back, WWE started playing Jefferson City's White Rabbit song
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
at house shows with the red light, and then
It was on Twitter.
Yeah, it was all over. They started doing it live shows. Then they did it back-to-back nights. Then they did a third one, and then a Raw happened. And then they did the same thing, but during commercial break. And then the first tease on that Raw was 9:23 at 9:23. The thing that pissed everyone off is Triple H played with everyone's emotions because they thought, oh, someone's going to debut at 9:23. You know what he did? He went straight to commercial at 9:23.
Hey, giving y'all a heads up. Hey, toilet break coming up soon.
You know what he did? It was just a QR code from them to play Jefferson City in the arena again. And then they gave the hint on everyone's car that night. They put it on everyone's car.
Wait, they put a QR code on everyone's car?
Yes.
So they out here vandalizing people's cars.
They put it like on everyone that was in the arena's parking.
Yeah. Like on their windshield.
Yeah.
Bro, I would have sued their ass. Don't touch my shit. But they haven't done any of that stuff on TV though, right?
The QR code pops up during they cut to like the ring announcers to like Pat and no, not Pat, because Pat hasn't been there. Because Corey and Michael, or Corey and Jimmy and Byron, there's a QR code above it. Like last week, it was the like Fridays was the pig. It was It was
Huskus, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Huskus the pig.
Yep. It was all the pigs and was pig, and then it switched to a wolf. So it's like little pigs, let me in. Let me in.
Yo, y'all gonna be real pissed when it's like Bray Wyatt or not Bray Wyatt, Baron Corbin. He was like, I'm the lone wolf and all the pigs. That's what I'm going after. I'm the hunter. I'm the predator. Yo, that's gonna be the biggest swear because I haven't seen Baron Corbin on TV in a while.
Yeah, that's it. There's a lot of things that, but basically, from what I've heard, Fightful has literally confirmed it.
They can say confirmed it, but
they say that everyone in creative doesn't know who the hell it is. They said the only people that know is Triple H.
Oh yeah,
Triple H and someone who's working with Triple H. Because if you guys
sense.
don't know,
in
NXT and Bray Wyatt, when Bray Wyatt first, Triple H and Dusty were the ones. Triple H, Dusty, and Bray were the three original creative minds behind
Bray Wyatt.
Yep, Bray Wyatt's Wyatt family.
Yeah, I watched
the darker version.
I watched the Broken Skull Ranch or fun story. When I went to Florida one time, I went by myself. I only listened to like Broken Skull Ranch podcast back in the day when it first came out.
Oh yeah.
So the first one I listened to was Goldberg. That was all right. But the Gabriel Iglesias one, I listened to that one like 4 or 5 times on the road. And then one good one was the Bray Wyatt one. And he talked about the music and all that stuff. He was very heavily influenced by Dusty, Triple H. Those are the two people
they think it might be just a faction. So what do you think of these QR codes? I know you had some dislike for them.
So the whole White Rabbit stuff, like that stuff in the Jefferson City song or whatever, that wasn't actually on TV though, right?
No, because they can't get the copyrights for that yet.
So my frustration with that is if I'm not on Twitter and I'm not trying to indulge in online gossiping and rumors and stuff like that, I'm just watching the product. How are people gonna know what this is? First, like
You scan it off your phone.
Well, I hear that, but it's also a product for kids. Like these kids don't know what's going on.
They're starting. If you notice, I noticed the last couple weeks they've trying to get into that older demographic. If you noticed,
I hear that, but they're not even giving us the older demographic what they want. So, from my perspective, is what is it? The only excuse I can think of is because it's Triple H. But when has WWE ever given you guys exactly what you wanted? Like when was the last time
you gotta remember?
When was the last? No. When was the last time WWE did something and you were like, "That's the right call"? Like that's definitely how it should have been.
Cody returning, maybe that was basically it. That they got the right person.
They got Cody returning, but even then, like,
yeah,
they had him fighting with an injury, which I probably shouldn't have gone through. It was a great visual and stuff like that, but definitely shouldn't have happened. But other than that, like, is there anything else?
Nah.
When was the last time they did something? We were like, you did a great job. Maybe the Gargano thing, but even then, like, he's just been mid card. Like, it's.
He's getting his build up. He worked with KO. He got to work with McIntyre this last week on SmackDown, which was great because both teams used to be tag teams together. So Johnny and KO used to be tag team with each other on Ring of Honor.
In Ring of Honor and stuff like that. But like, so my mentality is people love bringing up, like, when I come up with these questions.
Kansas had the most terrible pop. No one knew who the fuck she was.
Yeah, but again, like I was saying, like, you know, people love talking about excuses and stuff like that, and the only excuse people got is because it's Vince, or because Vince is gone and Triple H is here. That's not enough of a reason. Like,
yeah, because people don't really trust. It's one of those things where people are still still thinking, oh, they still could disappoint us.
Yeah, they've been disappointing us for how many years? Like countless times they've disappointed us. There's like, I'm used to it. So I think that's what makes me not want to invest in this stuff, especially with the QR codes. You know, I like to be the person that watches you know, a couple of nights after or a couple of days after, once I have the whole highlights, or I'll go onto the YouTube page and I'll watch it then. But even on the YouTube page, I feel like I'm missing out on a lot of things. I'm missing out on the opening segments. I feel like a lot of stuff is happening backstage. I feel like I'm missing so much.
Yeah, it's not that bad. You know how we used to complain when we used to do the reviews, how it was a long ass 3 hours?
Yeah.
It's one of those things now, is random shit happens in the background.
Yeah.
And it's one of those, he cleaned it up. So like, at least, yeah.
There's a couple aspects I will say this. With the new direction it's been lately, it's been a couple aspects focused on, and they haven't been shoving every storyline every week down our throat.
Oh, yes.
Like, you know, Braun Strowman isn't on every week. He's on every other week or every other 2 weeks.
They're doing
which is nice. I will say that is a pretty nice little touch.
They're doing the same thing like they're doing. Like this week, Max Dupree left Maximum Models. He threw his shit out and he was like, I'm gone. He's going back to being a solo star. LA Knight.
Yeah, he said maybe this was never for me, or this. I don't even think this was for me in the first
Honestly,
place.
I think that was a smart move.
It was good, but
dude, he's a great wrestler.
It was good. I like how they did it. The Mason. I saw that was one thing I saw this week. Sorry, that was actually kind of funny. Like I was dying.
Mason's reaction.
Like the fact that when was the Hit Row came up to them and made them flinch just like that. They're like, that actually kind of made me laugh, and I was like, that's kind of funny. But then the fact she's like, focus, and then they're like getting to it. I was like, okay, this is like, I understand what it's trying to be, but I was like, they need to do something to
honestly, it. I understand where you're getting at.
You say we're gonna get the titles tonight. You gonna get the titles? You got a match against the Usos? No, we're gonna break a Canadian record today. And he was just like, you son of a, like, what is the point of you guys? You're failures. Should have been swallowed. Like,
dude, I cannot wait until they rebound it. That was a Vince idea that he's finally just.
Yeah.
He's getting rid of all the Vince stupid ideas. Like Veer Mahan. Veer Mahan has been demoted back to the tag team division on NXT. That's been official.
Has he been winning?
No, he hasn't even debuted yet. He's being remodeled again.
Good. I think he was kind of flat, bro.
Oh yeah, they failed that. That was a Vince project that failed completely.
This man about to have like multiple debuts as strong debuts. Like, didn't he fight Rey Mysterio his first night?
Yeah.
And won?
Yeah.
Yeah, he beat the world champion.
And then you got the weird Rhea and Dominic doing weird sexual innuendos all over.
The BDSM, man. It is what it is. I'm out here living his best life. Yo, Dominic, I don't know. I feel like he's taking a backseat, taking a little bit of a downhill. But I feel like Damian Priest is Damian's stepping up. Like, just his character.
Him and Finn have been looking like stars together.
Yeah. It's been annoying watching them every week, like open up Raw and stuff against random baby faces, but they do look good.
Killing it.
Yeah, I will say
Damian
was on a little slump, but he's coming back. Rhea's still looking strong. Rhea still needs her title match against Bianca though. Like, she lost her title match.
We got a ladder match this weekend for
with Bayley and Bianca.
I think that should be good, especially that fight. The match I'm looking forward to most is that fight pit.
I think everyone's looking forward to the fight pit. The fight pit with Thatcher and Riddle in NXT was a banger. That was the one few match I watched during that was during quarantine, right?
Yep.
That was a great match. And then it was also Gargano and
Ciampa and
Gargano fought in that one too.
Nope, Ciampa and Thatcher.
No, I'm saying Ciampa and Gargano fought that same night too.
Yep.
And that was actually a really good. It was in your house, right?
Yep.
And then there was Velveteen and Cole in the street. Yep. That was a great pay-per-view in your house. That was a great one, man.
Dude, I'm excited to see Halloween Havoc. Halloween Havoc's turning back into a takeover too. They're doing all take. He brought back everything. He's brought back takeovers. He said everything's coming back.
Hey, he's doing a good job. I just don't want people to keep using Triple H's running so it's gonna be different.
I just hope that people don't get overly excited for the returns at the Royal Rumble in a couple months.
Yeah, I think they also need to make sure they give us enough returns throughout it to make us pop for. Like, they usually save up for like one pop, but they need to make sure that like this year they're like, go for like 3 or 4 different pops.
Yeah,
spread them out to like 14 or whatever. Give 14 a pop or whatever.
Yeah, just give random
or something like that.
Give 18 and 30 a pop.
Yeah, or even back-to-back pops wouldn't be a bad idea. Do something to make it a little more appealing. But yeah, with the whole White Rabbit stuff, I just can't get invested into it because I don't live on the internet. Like, I'm working a lot, so I don't usually.
I understand where you're getting at. I've been busy too.
As a casual person, I still want to know, want to be in the loop. But at that point, if I want to focus on Twitter, I'll watch AEW.
Yeah, and plus their ratings Raw's been actually doing very well against Monday Night Football.
Yeah, it's been doing decent. I'm not gonna lie.
They picked up a 1.7 a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
and it was the game they went against 2 NFL games.
They're doing a good job. Their formatting is pretty good. It's going good. I just want to make sure during this lull season they can keep up the energy. And I feel like right now it's a little dwindling. But I will say, transitioning on to what I really would love is, I think it would be hilarious if eventually they find out like this isn't Bray Wyatt. It's like, White Rabbit or something. Like Baron Corbin comes out and he's like, yeah. I just listed a bunch of prey. I'm the lone wolf again. Like, I think that'd be hilarious if he came out as a lone wolf, and
I think that's coming.
It was all a joke.
I think him coming back as lone wolf. I think that's coming, but I don't. I still think this is Bray Wyatt. The tease is like if it's not like the way that they've been doing this is like a diabolical. Like even like these little videos, even like the Redding. Like, if you dig deeper into the codes, because there's these crazy, like, I'm not going to lie, the whole community's gone completely total bonkers. Because I watched the whole video, See Wrestling, and you've watched that.
I've seen the video where there's there's people going on hours talking about these things.
Dude, like one of them, like,
I don't know how you have that much time.
WWE.com/911. You know that number that was on Bray Wyatt's hat during his.
It was like 9/11 or something.
Yep,
like that, right?
9/11. That was the number that was in the number. So basically, it's basically.
See, the thing is, I really want.
It's getting obvious that it's him, and it's getting because people are so stupid because they probably.
But the thing is, people think they're so smart too, but they haven't figured out his first promo. Bray Wyatt literally said, "I hit a message in my first promo. No one has found it. No one has deciphered it yet. someone should be able to figure it out by now. All the clues are there. So I'm at that point. I'm like, yo, everyone's talking about
he's just a complete and total mastermind, or he's just an evil genius.
He could be a mastermind evil genius, bro. Like, but I want to find out what was in that original promo. I've seen theories, and he's debunked them all. Like, nope, that's not it. Like, that hasn't been it. That's
Dude,
not it. But then again, this could be a work. But I think he actually hid something in there, and I just want to. The one day he addresses it, I think that's the day that I'm gonna be like, okay, this is what it is. But you know, I hope you guys. The
only good part.
Hold on. I hope you guys get what you want, and I hope it's Bray Wyatt. I hope it's exactly what you guys want. I don't want to shit on your brand, but you know,
I heard it. There's a lantern in the poster, in the Extreme Rules poster.
I got lanterns all around. You know, Will's complex. Like, it is what it is. I seen lanterns. I had one as a Boy Scout. I'm not Bray Wyatt.
Like, it's in the posters. That's the funny part.
It's Halloween. Lanterns are common. They even got Pokemon named Lantern. Bray Wyatt. Like, but
it's supposed to kind of revere itself at Extreme Rules. So I guess we'll find out a week from now.
Hey, I'm excited. You know, it's gonna, like I said, I don't want to be always the damper of bad news, but you know, I hope whoever's looking forward to this Bray Wyatt stuff, I hope you guys get exactly what you want. Because at the moment, I'm getting exactly what I want, which I think is a great transition to our next segment, which is Sami Zayn and the Bloodline.
Oh, yes.
This has been my beacon right now. Like if without this segment, I would have been probably a little distance more than what I usually am from wrestling. But the Sami Zayn segment, not even the Roman Reigns segment. Roman Reigns isn't even on my list. It's Roman, Solo Sikoa, and Jay. And slowly Jimmy, just the fact that Jimmy's
on Sammy's side.
They finally got the handshake down, bro. It took them like forever. Like, hey, we're gonna work on it. All right, yeah, we need to fix this and that. Like the fact that backstage they said that, like, we need to fix this, we need to fix that, or you know, we're a little off, we're all off sync. And then finally, when he rips that shirt off, he gets the honorary Uso title. They hit that shit so perfectly. I fucking popped,
Jay
bro.
was so ready to super kick the hell out of his head.
Yeah, and then you see Jay's face, just like.
I've actually changed my opinion on this. Originally, I've been one that's saying that it's going to be Sammy turning on the Usos, and him and KO are going to go after the Usos.
I think it's him and Solo Sikoa.
Would they go after them?
I think they're going to end up taking the titles from the Usos at this point. Because Solo is defending Sammy with all his might. Like, Solo cares for Sammy.
Yes, and it's cool. It's awesome. It's
like Solo has been taking beatings. He's taken hits. He's taken all these things, and all for Sammy. Yeah. And people in the back, once he got the honorary Uso shirt, you know, it was Ricochet and Madcap Moss talking mad junk to him, like, you know, you're not a real Uso, you're not blah blah blah. And he's like, hey, you can disrespect me, but when you disrespect me, you're disrespecting the tribal chief. I don't know you disrespect me. You will not disrespect the tribal chief. I'm like, what you gonna do about it, huh? And the fact that Solo Sikoa comes over, whoops his butt, he's like, he's honorary Uso, and he's like, let's go, Sammy. And Sammy's just like, whoa. Thanks, friend.
Honestly, that was an emotional segment.
That was a great moment.
Because you thought, oh, this is gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. And then you're like, oh, here, I don't want you wearing that shirt because I got you another one.
I feel like they could have done it a little bit better on the wording of it. Like, why are you wearing this shirt? Why are you following us around? Things like that. Are you like, what's your angle and stuff like that? I feel like they could have done a little bit better on the wording of it, but overall they got the message across. It doesn't need to be perfect. I always say it doesn't need to be perfect, but it got the message they wanted across, which, you know, kudos to you guys, WWE, kudos to Roman and the Bloodline, and especially Sammy. You guys are doing a great job, so I will acknowledge that as well.
Yeah, he's doing a fantastic job. I think they're doing a great job, especially with Roman not being there every day.
Yeah, I think eventually, you know, with Roman not being there every day, you know, have Sammy be the one that steps in the spotlight, and he's like, maybe he's like, you know, you guys aren't acknowledging, you know, any of us. Well, how about this? How about you acknowledge your honorary Uso or whatever? And then Roman comes over. You stealing my shit? He's like, no, I wasn't stealing it. He's like, oh, you sure? I got video footage. Pops in the tape. He watches it. He's like, because it looks like you're stealing my shit. He's like, I would never, my tribal chief.
I could see them doing that. I could see Sammy beating Roman. Or you don't think that's too plausible?
I think eventually he could beat it. I think for the longest, I had my money on Sammy being the one that dethrones Roman. And then when
It's
when he
looking,
got with the bloodline, I was like, okay, this is a little bit more and stuff like that. He can do it.
and now
I still think people think Seth, people think Cody. I don't think it's Cody. I don't think it's Seth. I don't think it's Drew. I don't think it's Bray. Maybe Bray. Bray, he did lose it to Bray, or Bray did lose it to Roman. It'd be nice to have him win it back and finish that story or whatever. But I think Sammy would be someone. It'd be that turning of the guard, where it's basically, someone from Europe, or no, from Canada, not from America, wins it, and it's just someone who's not your typical Bill, not big, not jacked, not
yes,
strong.
someone that's not.
And I think Seth is just a little too over. He's too main event in my opinion. So it would solidify Sammy as a main event contender instantly.
Oh yeah, that could be fantastic for his career, especially it finally shows a changing of the guard. That's not. It is the Triple H era. It's not the Vincent Kennedy McMahon era.
Yeah, it's a new era. So, but again, I also think that's just because it's also that Triple H thing. It's the backstage story writers too. They're doing a great job too.
Oh yeah,
I think the fact that they're actually not having to switch every week and get fired and rehire, fire these new people, come over right for a week, get fired and stuff like that. Hey, they're starting to get some synergy going. It's a little it's a little slow for me, but I did give them kudos, props. It looks good.
yeah, the matches. Okay, let's get into the other wrestling show.
The other wrestling show, AEW.
Yeah,
I don't even know that's a wrestling show, bro. That's a dumpster fire. I think it's been pretty
dude.
bad.
I got some shit to talk about first to get off my shit.
Oh, hold on. Before we get into that, there's one part we gotta finish addressing about WWE with Roman. He's not fighting at Extreme Rules, correct?
No, he's getting ready for his big match fight with Mr. Paul.
So I realized we talked about the Bloodline and stuff like that. We didn't address, the part with Logan, or me and you having on camera about Logan and Roman having their segments. What is your opinion on that? Because I haven't really gotten your opinion on it. I need to know how are you feeling about this? Especially someone who you do love the internet, you do like the community, the interactions and stuff like that. How are you feeling about that as someone who indulges in that?
I think it should be a good match. I think Logan's done enough where I don't think he's earned this yet.
No,
but I think he should. I think this should be a good fight. I think he's got a wrestling background, so Logan does have the wrestling background, so it kind of does help him. So it should be interesting.
It'd be hilarious if you won, though,
dude. You got to remember, was it you that told me, or was it Isaac that told me how popular he is in Saudi Arabia?
I think that was Isaac.
Isaac said this man is extremely popular. Logan Paul in Saudi Arabia.
Well, he ain't popular in Japan, but you gotta be popular somewhere.
So, I mean, if you're gonna pick a crazier place,
sorry, I heard the Jamie chuckle behind the screen. That shit was hilarious.
I could totally see. I could see Logan Paul beating him. It'd be hysterical as fuck.
I think it'd be great, but I don't see how this match ends with Roman pinning Logan. But
I think Logan's gonna end up passing out to the guillotine.
I just don't see how, because he's still a boxer too. Remember, he's still fighting. So I don't know how this would help his chances of making him look strong. I think there's gonna be an interference, because I just can't see Logan continue with this boxing career being that bad boy over, and then having him get beat by some people it's scripted or a fake entertainer or whatever. I just can't see that happening.
He's done doing boxing careers. He's done doing boxing matches.
No, Logan. Oh, he did break his hand though. He did say at one point his boxing career was over, and he did break his hand. But I also heard possibly that him and Mayweather, are they fighting again? Hey, Will.
Will.
Is Logan and Mayweather? I heard there was a possibility of a part 2. Have you heard anything about that?
No.
He's. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's fighting that other dude.
Okay.
Gotcha. Or KSI's brother. Yeah, you're right. You're
okay.
right. For some reason, I thought it was
Okay.
Mayweather 2 or something
Okay,
like that, but I
never
know
mind.
he had an exhibition.
He might be done. He might be exclusive now with WWE. That could be part of the deal.
Maybe. I know he did a punching bag on one of his shoots and he broke
Yeah.
knuckle in his bone. But I think he still has plenty of his career left and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So,
He should
but
be. Should be
I
great.
think that'll be good.
Also, they've been teasing AJ Styles joining the Judgment Day too.
Yeah, they've been teasing that. I saw it for a little bit. They keep whooping his ass, man. Like,
Yeah.
I think they need to move on with that.
I think either something's gonna happen where either Good Brothers are gonna come back because I know their contract's up in New Japan soon. Do you see them walking through?
I don't want to see it because I don't know. I think it's a very stale.
I don't want to go through this again with Doc. Didn't they talk the most amount of shit too?
They talked the most shit, won the titles like once or twice, and then we're gone. Like they did the bullet. They did the club. It was a club, and then they did Balor Club. No, they teased Balor Club, but they never really did.
They never did Balor Club.
And it's just, and Balor Club is honestly Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Like this man says, welcome to Balor Club, and he's just like, bro, aren't you the same dude who be getting squashed by Brock? The same dude who be getting choked out by Roman? You ain't no club, bro. You after school program. Like this man. I want to believe in his club, but it's just
okay. I want to get into my complaining. I got some complaints
about
AEW.
About AEW.
Have you seen the Paige promo yet?
I have not. I've seen it, but it just kind of seems like one of her older promos.
Yeah,
where she
made the comment that's saying, "Oh, I like having a boss that listens to me and actually respects me." You know what, Paige, Saraya, you know what? I get it, but still, WWE took care of your ass and basically made sure your neck was fine. They gave you a goddamn movie about your life and your family's life. They basically took care of you while you're injured. They could have fired your ass. They paid you while you were injured. They made sure you were okay and gave you the best doctors so that you could come back and do this.
They let her keep her Twitch and her streaming.
Yes, they let her keep her. She's one of the few people they let keep it. They let her do all this shit just to make her.
They rode with her when she was getting piped down by Xavier Woods.
Oh, yep, and they
still stuck with her. They still pushed her.
Yep, they still with that sex.
Xavier Woods was pushing her, but WWE did too. But hey, all I'm saying is you make a great point. Like the fact that she's like was talking all that junk, and it's also like, yo, they made you.
Dude,
it's no different than when Mia Khalifa and Lana Rhodes basically have been dissing their industries and stuff like that. For those who don't know, you can Google them. I'm pretty sure you can figure it out. But anyway, like they've been dissing their industries, but without that industry promoting and pushing them, they wouldn't be living the life they're at now.
Yeah.
So you can't you can talk junk about them and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, you better acknowledge that they've done a lot for you.
Yeah.
And you better start off, you better end with that. Like, hey, I hate I hate this, I hate that.
Did I like the pop?
But hey, they did everything for me and I appreciate it.
Did I like that pop at Grand Slam? Oh yeah, it was great. It was actually a really good pop.
Oh yeah, I bet she gets a lot of pops, bro. But anyway, like
they still kept with her with the Del Rio too. Remember that? When Del Rio was beating her.
When Del Rio was beating her ass,
and she was beating her back,
and they stuck with her. I thought that was crazy. Yeah, you make a good point. When Del Rio was beating the crap out of her and her family,
and basically Del Rio was doing the exact same back. They protected her from Del Rio and fired Del Rio and got rid of Del Rio. Yeah, and I heard she was doing the same shit back to him. She was abusing him too.
Yeah, I did see that too.
It's one of those things where it's just like, guys.
Yo, Del Rio said these hands are ready to eat for everyone, bro.
And then you got the freaking world title picture. It's literally just getting ready for MJF to feed Mox to MJF.
Yeah, hold on. Before we get into the MJF, I need to talk more about was it Saraya?
Yeah,
psoriasis.
Psoriasis.
So no, Saraya. My bad. I'm just in a clown mood today, so I apologize. Anyway, with her Saraya, is it me or does she always have this? Does she always feel like the female version of CM Punk? Like grown men pop like freaking out over her. she's cutting promos, being edgy and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, we're still getting an injury-prone, broken-down wrestler with a bad neck, bad back.
you're one injury away from being
One
paralyzed.
injury, gonna win the title picture. Gonna break it on a terrible move that we shouldn't be in the ring in the first place. Then we're gonna do something stupid backstage, and it's gonna cause us to end up being just written away. Her and CM Punk need to make a tag team or make a stable, and just have like them just talking shit and being hypocrites. But I don't know. That's just me being salty about it.
I think the funniest part is Paige addressed the whole women's division, and their whole women's division was 8 women. I think that was the most hysterical part. Is Paige was talking to all the faces of the division, and then the 4 heels came out, and it was just Jamie, Britt, Deep, and who was it? Ariba and Penelope Ford. That was it.
Yeah, and she was like talking down to them, and it was just like, yo, first of all, like they've done a lot more in my opinion, for women's wrestling than you have. Like you've literally just taken back shots from Xavier. That's all I see nowadays. Like you've had a great career. You've had a great career in WWE, but these women literally started from the bottom and made their way up to to be someone. And honestly, I feel like her promo was a little disrespectful and stuff like that. But it is what it is. It's a promo. It's supposed to, I guess maybe she's a heel, or I have no idea.
She's a face,
but whatever. But it's just one of those things. Like
it makes no sense.
I just don't. She's one of those wrestlers I'm not a fan of. But the fact that I don't like her means she's doing something. She's getting a reaction from me, so that's good. But at the end of the day, I think people are going to be very disappointed when they see that she is overhyped, overrated, and she's past her due date. Exactly like how I said with CM Punk.
Yeah, I'm going to look in the camera and say it. Joe is right. Joe told me this a year ago when we were doing
before he came back, man. this man is, and I think this is,
and he's done. He's completely and utterly done, because they even said it's probably they can't release him because
of his contract.
No, they can't release him because you can't release an injured person until he's recovered injury.
Oh, so
it's a lawsuit.
So it's gonna have to release him in 7 years.
Pretty much, you're gonna have to release him. They'll buy him out at the end of his injury. They'll give him an injury buyout.
Well, I think they can release him now. Actually,
no injury buyout. You need to wait till he's recovered.
Is this because of the Tony Khan contracts are more sports written?
Yeah,
and see, and that's what's gonna screw Tony up. They gave him all this money, and they didn't put it as a independent contractor, and now Tony about to feel the wrath of what he about to see what Vince did made sense and kept this business alive. And now CM Punk gonna do what CM Punk does best. Gonna suck it dry, bro. It's like that man gonna take it off.
Dude, you're on a tear today with these jokes.
No, I'm just saying, bro. That man's knees ain't lubricated. Suck dry, bro. He did everything good. And I thought it was one thing I think was interesting is Hangman Page ended up he got back on TV.
Yeah. Hangman never got suspended.
But he was involved in it, though.
No, he wasn't.
Well, it was because of the shoot thing. So he was under investigation still.
Yeah, but
the fact that he's not like a part of that investigation anymore, and he's been real like he's good to go.
I heard that Kenny and the Bucks are going to be suspended, from what I've heard, at least till February. He suspended them. He suspended them a long time. Very long time.
Did you hear the So I'm always talking about
that's why they sent out feelers, because they're like, Bucks contract is up next year.
Yeah, I heard the Bucks contract's up, and then Kenny's is up too, right?
Yep.
So that's gonna be a huge market they're gonna have to do, and if they're paying CM Punk, it's gonna be kind of expensive. But what I saw was on the YouTube channel for Being the Elite, they talked about at one point they were doing a backstage segment. One of the producers came back in and was like, "Hey, you have an in-ring promo at this point." And at that point, Adam Page was like, "Shut up. You see, I'm busy doing it right here." And if you go back and watch AEW, it was the part where Page was supposed to come out to the ring and address CM Punk, but he comes out a little bit later. It's because they were still the Bucks were backstage doing their own thing, holding up Hangman Adam Page, and they kind of fucked up with the whole timing on that. So that's why he was part of the investigation, because they were like, well, is he like mistreating? Are they mistreating CM Punk?
Yeah, because
they make him look foolish. Yeah. So the fact that
Because
Hangman is cleared.
They
It's
already
great.
lifted Brandon Cutler's. They lifted everyone that was involved in the actual fighting part.
Yeah, and breaking them up and stuff like that. But now you have CM Punk, the Bucks, and Omega, and you have
all
them
on suspension.
on.
They paid leave.
Yeah, it's like but they haven't said they're suspended though, have they?
No, but it's been basically.
It's been wink, wink. It's just one of those things. It's like, Tony needs I think Tony missed the boat. He should have literally said, "Hey, this is what's happening. This is what it is," and he should have
came on camera.
He should have stuck to his gun. If you can come out and strip your world champion and your trio champion, you should be able to say like, "This is what happened." But at the end of the day, this is where WWE at least gets a thing. At least WWE come out and say, "Yeah, this person's." At least Stephanie Roman Reigns does steroids and PEDs. We're gonna find his ass and strip him for 30 days. Give us that title back, bitch. And he's like, "Oh
no, I remember that they did."
And when you come back, we're gonna put it in a promo so everyone remembers you. And Jimmy and Jay, your drunk asses, we got something for you too. It's like, oh my god.
No, because
that's what they do. But hey,
one of the best things
for that.
I think that WWE was continuity was the credit that they did was NXT. Solo won that North American title, defended it on SmackDown the next week, and then
he got stripped of it.
Yep, and Shawn Michaels stripped him of it that Tuesday.
He said, "I like what you did, but technically, it should have been sanctioned." Bro, it's been a whole like 10 days. Like you should have known that the night of. Like you should have came out to the ring the night of. What were you doing, dude? And he's like, "I don't know. I'm still fucked up from the 90s."
I'm excited for the October 10th show. Are you gonna at least tune in for that one?
Is that
that's the DX? That's the DX.
Oh, that's the DX one. Yeah, I'll be around for that. It's gonna be one of those ones.
This is actually gonna be a good reunion.
Oh yeah,
DX is writing their own reunion show.
Oh, they're writing the show. Okay, I'll watch that one.
Yeah, because Triple H runs it and all.
And it's on Indigenous People Day.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be great. I would love to see two white men celebrate themselves on Indigenous People Day. That's gonna be good. That's gonna be hilarious, bro. I'm gonna tune in.
It's the season premiere of
Watch Party on the Bump Boys Discord. We gotta watch that shit. We gotta watch it. We gotta play the wing beat.
Yeah, it should be great. It's the season premiere of Raw.
It is on Indigenous People Day though. That's kind of crazy though. That's wild, man. Yo, Triple H out here tweaking, bro. But I don't know. It's just AEW is in a spot, and I don't know what to do about it.
Dude, they're going down a slippery path, and Tony just looks like a crack addict. Like, I've been seeing that meme all over. It's the crazy one of him going, "Oh, yeah, I'm not Jim Crockett. I'm not Jim Crockett. And I have a lot more money than..." You know that one where he looks like he's like at the press conference?
He's tweaking, bro. Like, this dude literally is... This man literally like sucked Jeff Hardy's soul, and like they did a soul transfer or something, and it's really Jeff Hardy living out
Who do you think comes back first, Jeff Hardy or the Bucks?
The Bucks. Jeff Hardy, man, I think he may have died after that sobriety test. Like, dude, that man was flying down, stumbling, bumbling. God damn, that man was not in a good spot. I hope. I would say like I wish him the best. But,
also, I retract what I said about Aleister Black going to being at the Royal Rumble because, according to him, he's still under contract and he's not going anywhere.
Aleister Black?
Yeah, Malachi.
Oh, Malachi Black.
Yeah,
Malachi. It's been a while since I heard Aleister Black.
Malachi.
I was like who?
Malachi Black was just like, "Yeah, I'm still under contract. I never got released."
Hey.
He's like, "Don't believe the internet."
Hey, wait, don't believe it. Didn't they confirm it? Didn't Tony confirm it?
Yeah, but he got one of those release from contract temporary releases. So he can like do it's weird. It's weird.
Well, he's still getting paid, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you're getting paid, who cares?
It's weird.
You get paid to go home and,
shout out to our
have dinner with
shout out to our boy Isaiah for being on that BNC.
Isaac?
No, not Isaac. The guy Broner. I didn't want to say
Oh, Isaiah Broner?
Yeah, being the security guard.
Yeah, Isaiah, I'm pretty sure that was you during the security guard. It looks exactly like you. If it's not, man, I apologize. I've been saying it was you, so if it wasn't, I apologize. But I'm pretty sure that was you. And good job, man. Good job. You keeping them separated. You doing what security you're supposed to be doing. I like it, man. Keep with the good work. Now, Tony, if you listen to this, put down the crack pipe. I need to talk to you for a second. This man doing really good.
That should be a good match between MJF and Wheeler Yuta.
I'm looking forward to that. I also think that
we never
Chris
got to talk about
Jericho's-
your boys, the Acclaim.
the Acclaim. Oh, we're gonna get into them in a second. We're gonna get into them in a second. But I will say, Chris Jericho, the fact that he's living out what I'm hoping what I wish I could do, just destroy ROH. I don't know what's in me. Maybe I just hate like the internet wrestling community or whatever. But he really out here saying like, I'm here to destroy ROH as the world champion. I'm like, yeah, this is what I've been waiting for. An ROH champion I actually give a shit about. Yeah, I like this. I don't want to see it on AEW. No, I just want to hear antics of him like, yeah, last week I smashed this bum. I don't even know his name. But yeah, he a champ. He a chump.
Honestly,
I would love that.
I was really impressed with Bandito last week.
Yeah, he was really good. I will admit, he had a good match. He did really good. But yeah, the Acclaim, man. Here. Let me get some of that. Yeah. No. You gotta be here. You do it. I'll get you. Yeah. You gotta be confident with man. You gotta
Oh yeah, it's National Scissor Day. Oh yeah, it's National Scissor Day.
This don't do nothing.
Oh yeah, it's National Scissor Day in Wednesday in Toronto. So they're gonna have
National Scissor Day for the Acclaimed.
Yeah,
that's crazy. The fact that got over, like the fact that symbol got over on wrestling is crazy. Like, it's wild.
I'm so happy that they had him win it.
They definitely deserved it. The Grand Slam, I will say, was a great pay-per-view. I didn't even know that match was on the card.
Yeah. We actually could have done a prediction for that because it was so packed.
It was a packed one. But it was
a 2-hour Rampage.
It was
over the kill on Rampage.
And then it carried over. Yeah, it was 2-hour Rampage and it was 2 hours on Dynamite. It would have been a great time, but it is what it is. I think a lot of us were busy and stuff like that.
Would have been a harder one.
It would have been a little difficult too because a couple things were changing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But overall, I think it's was great. The Acclaim definitely deserved it. Congratulations to them. What else was there? Castanogli. He lost Chris Jericho. I think that was a great thing. Moxley's still champion. That man, I don't know. That man's been
3 times.
I feel bad for him though. I feel bad though. Like he really a one-time champion, and then the second and third time was, hey, both our AEW, our world champions. Hey, because CM Punk is stupid, here's 2 more title reigns. Like the asterisk next to him. Like I feel bad, but he has been carrying AEW. I don't like his wrestling style, but he has carried it.
Yes, every time they need to fix it.
And I feel bad because like he's the first 3-time champion. But if CM Punk did his job, we wouldn't have to deal with it, and we wouldn't have those asterisks next to it. But it does give him the prestige of being that world champion.
We waited 7 years for a guy to come out of retirement just for him to go back into retirement as the biggest asshole in the world.
Yeah, and then he's like, I don't know why people don't like me. Like, look at my video a year ago. You can tell me. I'll tell you exactly why I didn't like you. I just don't fuck with you, CM Punk. I'm sorry. I just can't.
WWE knew what they were doing.
Yeah, WWE knew exactly what they're doing. He was a liability.
People are like, oh, Triple H will bring him back. I'm like, Triple H and him hate each other.
Why? Why would you bring him back? He literally got like
you don't need him.
He bringing dudes who throwing chairs in backstage brawls. Like, bro, it makes no sense. No sense at all.
They should have filmed that actually as an AEW segment.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like hopefully AEW picks up a little bit.
They did good in the month of September rating wise. They got over 1 million in almost the whole month. So this whole thing actually helped them.
It's picking up. The storylines are getting better. They're moving away from the Bucks and the Elite and the Punk stuff. And I think the more they distance themselves from them, the better they're going to be. And ultimately, I think, they need to continue a little more with their women division, but they are doing pretty good on that.
They have no storyline with the world title. Basically, it's just MJF
it's in limbo, but I will say they did clean it up pretty good with the Rosa injury and stuff like that. It's a little bit better than what I was expecting. I thought it was going to be a dumpster fire cold for a couple weeks, but it's not too bad.
No.
But I think that's about it.
Yeah, I think we're good.
I think we're going to be wrapping it up soon. So, ultimately, we're going to be having a prediction show coming up this Friday. And you're going to have all of us, Will, Jamie, Dan, me, and Isaac. We're going to be on there trying to get that title again. And then we're going to have a review.
Got any words for me before you? You got any promos going into this? Are you going to save it for Friday?
Man, I'm going to have to talk to, Doc Hop and something. I'm going to have to have him write me a promo on you or something. But, a little surprise. Doc Hop wasn't able to make it on. If you don't know who Doc Hopper was, he was a man who came onto our chat last week or a couple weeks ago. A little fiery and stuff like that. Roasted the shit out of Danny. Danny came back with some super fire. So I actually reached out to him, and he reached out to us. I didn't see the message, but I saw it today. Doc Hopper. Let me put some respect on your name. If you check your whispers, I think it's called on Twitch, or your messages, I will dedicate a segment to you on our prediction show, so you and Danny can squash the beef. So I want to know your story. I want to know your story. It got a little heated, and I want to know a little bit more. I think the prediction show will be kind of funny to talk about. It's gonna be a live one. I think it'll be hilarious. Come on, talk that shit. Call in. I'll send you the link, and we'll have a banger, man. But shout out to Doc Hopper, man. I mean, it was funny. But ultimately, you're the champ. You're the champ.
I feel
Larry.
There's a lot of these matches that could go either way. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going into this. I'm not going to give away my predictions, but I'm going to talk about the matches a little bit.
You ain't going to give away your prediction, but you better give away that belt. So it don't really matter about that. But, ultimately,
I'm
you had a great title
run. I'm honestly okay. I've had it for 3 months. I've had the belt physically for 3 months.
I will say your reign is up there with Will's. You had a good reign. That 1 weekend where you had to defend it twice, and Jamie fumbled the bag with Sheamus. I don't know. You must have like did you have like a pet that died as a kid or something?
Multiple times, yeah.
I think they looking down on you. How many? Like 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, you had one looking on you for Saturday. You had one looking down on you for Sunday. And hey, you don't got any more. So this is the time where the time is up, my friend.
Honestly, the match that I could see going both ways is that ladder match, the Extreme, and the strap, and whatever else they add. Whatever else.
Oh, I do have something for you though.
What?
So just want to make sure we'll get this on camera. So there's a chance that we might be getting a new champion. Is that correct, Will? We might be getting a new champion this weekend. So I got you some Clorox disinfectant wipes. You're gonna have to disinfect that title because if I'm not taking it, Will's taking it. If it's not Will taking it, it's Jamie taking it. If it's not Jamie taking it, it's Isaac taking it. And if Isaac doesn't take it and none of us takes it, well, I just don't got any more promos for you, Danny. At that point, you deserve it. You deserved it. You got it. You did your thing. So, but like I say, hey, great title defense last time. But that shit coming home to someone else.
You really think so? You think this is the end? This is probably going to be one of the tougher shows. If you look at the card, it's going to be tough. You got that strap match, which you got McIntyre and Cross.
What type of stipulation do they have?
Strap.
How many strap matches are on the show?
There's one strap, one I Quit, one Extreme, one ladder, and Fight Pit. All 5 are different stimulations, so they could be added. I could see them maybe adding a U.S. title match, and the backs, and we got the Philly Street Fight.
Yeah.
The Brawling Brutes and Imperium. And I
That
think
title coming home, man.
that could be a tough one because depending on what happens on SmackDown, might be the reason what happens on that one. Because 24 hours
taking
before,
this seriously. I like it, man.
24 hours before, Gunther defends his IC title
against
Sheamus.
They're running it back.
Yep, they're running it back
on SmackDown.
Yep,
That's gonna be a banger. I'm tuning in for that. I'll be in the chat this week. This Friday for that. I'll be playing the Pokemon, but I'll be on there for that.
Yeah, because you guys gotta get ready for your thing anyway.
Yeah, if you guys haven't noticed, me and Will and Jamie have taken some time to play some Pokemon. So, shout out, me and Will actually will be having an announcement coming up soon on something. We haven't actually told you, Isaac, or Jamie about this, but we are working on a project. Hopefully, we think we got something pretty good. That's something pretty fun for us to play.
Okay,
Nice little fun game.
cool.
But this has been Joe from the Bump Boys.
It's been Dan from the Bump Boys.
Peace.
Peace. Maybe you do. That wasn't bad.
Must bid you adieu, a goodbye, mwah, and good night. Oh my God, it's so great. Bang! Yes!
What was the big thing?
Oh, so me and Will were discussing on possibly doing a